gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Rubber Sports. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, CFL Week 10. Whew, this year's tick-tocking away. A few weeks we'll have NCAA college football and the NFL. But Week 10 CFL, so in Week 9, I was 2-2 straight up picks, 2-2 against the spread, 1-3 on the over-under. Yeah, it wasn't looking good at first. Having Winnipeg beat BC because I picked BC. Okay, I get that one. Calgary beating Toronto. Didn't get that one at all. That was more shocking than anything to me. And then we had Montreal beat Hamilton, which I picked, and then Saskatchewan beat Ottawa. Yeah, it was a rough week. You know what? We're going to bounce back. We're going to have another great week. So far on the year, we kind of went ahead and pulled up the over-under on wins that we did in Week 1. See where we're at. BC Lions, 9.5 was the number. I said over. They're at 6 right now. Good goal. Good shot there. Calgary Stampeders, 9.5 was the number. I said under. We're at 3. Should be okay with that one. Hamilton Tiger Cats, number was 10.5. I said over. They're at 3. That's not good. They're not showing like they're going to get there, so I may have missed that one. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers, 12.5. I said over. They're at 6. Should be alright with that one, hopefully. Ottawa Redblacks, 7.5. I said under. They're at 3. Montreal Alouettes, 7.5. I said over. They're at 4. Saskatchewan Roughriders, I said 7.5. They're over 7.5, and they're at 4. Edmonton, the Edmonton Elks, 6.5. I said under. They're at 0. So looking good on that one. Toronto Argonauts, 9.5 was the number. I said over, and they're at 6. So not too awful bad, I guess. Alright, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, 6-2, taking on the 0-8 Edmonton Elks. Winnipeg is 2-1 away from home, but they're 4-1 in the division. Elks are 0-4 at home, 0-5 in the division. In Week 7, Winnipeg beat the Edmonton 28-14 in Winnipeg. On the air, Zach Collars, 155 for 222, 5 interceptions, 16 touchdowns, 2,292 yards. A great season for Zach. Brady Oliveira, 112 for 593 and 3 touchdowns. On the Edmonton side, Taylor Cornelius, 101 for 173, 9 interceptions and 4 touchdowns. Jared Doji, 42 for 65, 4 interceptions, 4 touchdowns. On the running side, Kevin Brown, 73 for 342 and a touchdown. Winnipeg is favored by 11.5. I got them winning, covering. I'm taking under on the 45 on this one. The last game went under on that 45, so I think this one will too. Next up, we have Saskatchewan Roughriders, who are 4-4, going against the 4-3 Montreal Alouettes. The Roughriders are 2-2 on the road and 2-2 at home, while the Alouettes are 2-2 at home. Mason Fine, 88 for 125, 4 interceptions, 3 touchdowns. Trevor Harris, 104 for 155, 4 interceptions, 6 touchdowns. On the ground, Jamal Amaro, 97 for 421, a touchdown. For Montreal, Cody Fajardo, 136 for 203, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. William Stanback, 84 for 415, no rushing touchdowns for him, but Cody Fajardo on the ground, 31 for 174, 3 touchdowns. So not only can he throw the ball, he can run it in for touchdowns. Montreal is actually favored by 4.5 here. I got them winning, covering. I'm taking under on the 44.5. Next up, we have the 3-5 Calgary Stampeders versus the 6-2 BC Lions. In the division, Calgary is 1-3 on the road. They're 1-3. BC is 3-0 at home, 5-1 in the division. Week 1, BC beat Calgary 25-15. For Calgary, Jake Mayer on the season, 174 for 222, 8 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Dedrick Mills, 96 for 43 and 3 touchdowns. For BC, they've scored 24.5 points a game. Vernon Adams Jr., 119 for 168, 9 touchdowns but 8 interceptions. Taekwon Mizil, 78 for 413, no rushing touchdowns. BC is favored by 5.5. Part of me wants to go Calgary because that's the way my luck has been going. But I want to go ahead and go with BC. I got them winning, covering on the 5.5 and under on the 45.5. And then we have the Ottawa Redblacks, who are 3-5, going up against the 6-1 Toronto Argonauts. The Redblacks are 0-3 in the division, while the Argonauts are 3-0 in the division. Toronto is 3-0 at home, while Ottawa is 1-3 on the road. Dustin Crum, 92 for 134, 4 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Rushing with Devontae Williams being injured, who was 49 for 214. Dustin Crum, 43 for 367 and 3 touchdowns. For Toronto, Chad Kelly, just having a standard good year. 108 for 154, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. AJ Alouette, 85 for 459 and 4 touchdowns on the ground. Toronto is favored by 10.5. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 48.5. So I got Winnipeg winning, covering, and under the 45. I got Montreal winning, covering the 4.5 and under on the 44.5. The BC Lions winning, covering on the 5.5 and under on the 45.5. And then the Toronto Argonauts winning, covering the 10.5 and over on the 48.5. That is week 10 of the CFL. Stay tuned to Rubber Sports Show for a NCAA college football realignment special. I'm working on a way to realign the conferences based on the recent news we've had about some teams leaving the Pac-12, going to the Big Ten for next year. Just an idea I've had. Go ahead and check that out this week as well. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports show.